right? Fear, fire, foes. The brownie bucks were blowing the horn call of Buckland. That had not been sound for 100 years. Since then, the white wolves came in the fell winter, when the briny wine was frozen over. Awake, awake, far away, answering horns were heard. The alarm was spreading. The black figures fled from the house. One of them let fall. Yeah, so the Black Briars are looking for what the ring, obviously. One of them let fall a hobbit cloak on the step as he ran. In the lane, the noise of hoofs broke out, and galloping to a gallop, went hammering away into the darkness. All about Crickhollow there was the sound of horns blowing, and voices crying, and feet running. But the Blackfriars rolled like a gale to the north gate. Let the little people blow, Sauron would deal with them later. Meanwhile, they had another errand. They knew now that the house was empty and the ring had gone. They rode down the guards at the gate, vanished from the Shire. Right? Yeah. Two more pages, I'm done here. Right? In the early night, Frodo woke from from a deep sleep, suddenly as if some sound or presence had disturbed him. So Frodo is awake, obviously. He saw that Strider was sitting alert in his chair. That's where Peter Jackson got the idea in the movie when you see the Black Riders are in they're in Bree, obviously, right? And Frodo wakes and Strider's sitting down on the bed. That's where Peter Jackson got the idea from the book, obviously. But I told you the movie is only like 20% of the book. Obviously. In a light of fire, which had been tended and was burning brightly, but he made no sign of movement. Frodo soon went to sleep again, but his dreams were again troubled with the noise of wind and galloping hoofs. The wind seemed to be curling around the house and shaking it, and far off he heard a horn blowing loudly. He opened his eyes and heard a cock crowing lustily in the inn yard. Strider had drawn the curtains and pushed back the shutters with a clang. The first grey light of day was in the room, and a cold air was coming through the open window. As soon as Strider had roused them all, he led the way to their bedrooms. When they saw them, they were glad that they had taken his advice. The windows had been forced open and were swinging, and the curtains were flapping. The beds were tossed about, and the bolsters slashed and flung upon the door. The brown mat was torn to pieces. Strider immediately went to fetch the landlord. Poor Mr. Butterbur looked sleepy and frightened. He had hardly closed his eyes all night. So he said, but he had never heard a sound. Never had such a thing happened in my time, he cried, raising his hands in horror. Guests unable to sleep in their beds, and good bolsters ruined and all. What are we all coming to? Dark times, said Strider. For the present you may be left in peace. We have got rid of us. We will leave at once. Never mind about breakfast. A drink and a bite standing will have to do. We shall be packed in a few minutes. Mr. Butterbur hurried off to see that their ponies were ready. I'll see. Right. Right. Mr. Butterbur. So Frodo and them suggesting they leave, obviously, right? Mr. Butterbur and Strider suggesting they leave, obviously. Mr. Butterbur hurried off to see that their ponies were got ready and to fetch them a bite. But very soon he came back in dismay. The ponies had vanished. The stable doors had all been opened the night, and they were gone. Not only Mary's ponies, but every other horse and beast in the place. So all the hobbits' ponies are disappeared, obviously. Frodo was crushed by the news. How could they hope to reach Rivendell on foot, pursued by mounted enemies? Because I told you, the Black Riders are constantly on Frodo's tail, obviously, because they can sense the power of the ring, obviously. One more page and I'm done here. They might as well set out for the moon. Strider sat silent for a while, looking at the hobbits, as if he was weighing up their strength and courage. Ponies will not help us to escape horsemen, he said at last, thoughtfully as if he guessed what Frodo had in mind. We should not go much slower on foot, not on the roads that I mean to take. I was going to walk in any case. It is the food and stores that trouble me. We cannot count on getting anything to eat between here and Rivendell, except what we take with us. We ought to take plenty to spare, for we may be delayed or forced to go around about far out of the direct way. How much are you prepared to carry on your backs? As much as we must, said Pippin with a sinking heart, but trying to show that he was tougher than he looked or felt. I can carry enough for two, said Sam differently. Can't anything be done, Mr. Butterbur asked Frodo. Can't we get a couple ponies in the village or even adjust for the baggage? I don't suppose we could hire them, but we might try to be able to buy them, he added, doubtfully wondering if he could afford it. I doubt it, said the landlord happily. The 2 or 3 riding ponies that there were in Bree were stabled in my yard, and they're gone. As for other animals, horses or ponies for draught or whatnot, there are very few of them in Bree, and they won't be for sale. But I'll do what I can. I'll route for Bob and send him around as soon as may be. Yes, said Strider directly. You had better do that. I am afraid we shall have to try and get one pony last. But so ends all hope. starting early and slipping away quietly. We might as well have blown a horn to announce our departure. That was part of their plan, no doubt. There is one crumb of comfort, said Mary, and more than a crumb. I hope we can have breakfast while we wait and sit down to it. Let's get hold of Knob. And I'm on page 234, and that ends my read along for the beginning of A Night in the Dark. So pretty much it starts off Frodo and them are what, sleeping, and the Black Riders, they arrive to Bree, and they're looking for Frodo, obviously. They're looking for Frodo and the Hobbits. So they're looking for the ring, obviously. And then Frodo wakes up, and then Strider and them find out. Butterbur and Strider suggest that they leave, obviously, and they find out that all their ponies are gone. And Frodo says, okay, and Frodo's like, hey, we should try to look for other ponies for our journey and all that stuff, right? And then Frodo and them are getting prepared to leave Bree, obviously, and that pretty much. And then later on, he gets stabbed by the by the Black Riders. That pretty much ends what I read so far. It's a brief summary of what I read so far, obviously. So all you Lord of the Rings fans, you're happy. I read you 4 pages today. I'll continue reading 4 pages tomorrow. And what? I'll continue reading 4 pages tomorrow. And I'm almost done. Within late October, I don't know, October 28th, 29th, 30th, around around Halloween, I'll be done my Lord of the Rings read along, obviously. Then the video I'll make after that will be I'm going to talk about my 3 movies. Because I'm not going to talk about Zanus. I don't want to spoil the story for you. I already gave you an in-depth study of Zanus. You guys already know how much of a book I wrote. But I'm going to delve in depth about my 3 movies. The Great Escape movie, They're Unique, and what? And the Hidden Valley. I'm going to talk about in depth all the ideas I have for the movie. Ivan, you're so creative. Yes, I'm very creative. I'm a creative genius. I'm not that intelligent. I'm not stupid, as I told you, but compared to a lot of people, I'm pretty stupid. As I wasn't born with an intelligent brain. So even though I'm God, I'm also human. Okay, Ivan, even though I'm humble, obviously. When you come here, you know what I'm saying, you won't be the most intelligent man. As God, I'm a fucking genius, obviously, as I created my own flesh in the womb, obviously. I'm a fucking genius. I created you guys. Me and my wife created the universe. We're fucking geniuses, obviously. But as humans, we obviously learn. In other words, the part of us that's God is locked, obviously. So even as I speak to you right now, as me and my wife are what? As I speak to you right now, as my wife is what? In Hollywood and all stuff, me and her are running the universe. And you guys, you and your wife, when we see VJ and Ivan, we see the source that's running the whole universe. Yeah, me and my wife are the source, obviously. We're running the whole universe. But as human beings, we know nothing about, like, VJ doesn't know anything about physics or any of that stuff. Because we locked it, obviously. As our human minds can't fathom what God does, obviously. So even though I have no memory of creation, because me and my wife are God, Y and N, right? Me and her what? Me and her obviously created the universe. Obviously. Because we're fucking geniuses, obviously. But God gave me a gift. Okay, Ivan, the reason why God gave me a gift, because he knew what? I knew the doors would be, okay, if the world's going to lock the doors, I have to give you a gift. That way you can write an amazing novel. You write an amazing novel and you can what? You can make billions for you and your wife, yeah. So even though I'm not that intelligent, I'm very, very creative. I'm pretty sure VJ is smarter than me. You can tell VJ's a smart woman, obviously. You can tell VJ's smart by the way she speaks. She has very, very good vocabulary. She has very, very good vocabulary when she speaks, obviously. Whereas me, my vocabulary isn't as good as VJ's, obviously. And VJ's obviously smarter than me, obviously. But I'm very, very creative. And VJ's very creative, too, because VJ what? VJ makes music and all that stuff. And I'm pretty sure VJ can write her own book, too, because she's God, obviously. Obviously, right? VJ may not be as creative as me, but I guarantee you, when I do the concerts with VJ, you're gonna see VJ coming up with helping me out. Oh my god, VJ, oh my god, VJ is a fucking genius. You're gonna see VJ. Yeah, Ivan, what if we do this for the world of? What if we do this for the North? You're gonna see VJ help me out with the concerts. Yeah, man. Well, VJ's fucking creative. Yeah, man. VJ's. All we need is two script developers. The 2 script developers and me and my wife is enough to do the concerts. We don't need anyone else helping us. So we John Hal, Alan Lee in that room, and the people who are going to draw for the characters, me, my wife, and 2 script developers, and Mel Gibson or Peter Jackson if they're hired. That's enough. We'll be sitting down in the room in the other building, and we're going to be doing the concert arts for the Zane's movie. It's more than enough, obviously. Whereas for all these Hollywood movies, they have a bunch of people. We don't need that much people. 4 or 5 people is more than enough to do the concert arts. More than enough. You don't need a bunch of people, obviously. Yeah. Because I told you, even though my company's big, I want to keep it simple. I'm not into that crazy stuff. I'm not into hiring like 100 employees. No. 7 people is more than enough. I don't need 100 employees, obviously. Right. I'm going to keep saying this, well, the countdown's ticking. You guys know this. Yeah, we know the countdown's ticking. Yes, the countdown's ticking. As you know, I was willing to save my VJ for my wife. Sorry, VJ, man. I was willing to save my virginity for you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I know you, yeah, man. I was willing to save my virginity for you, sweetie. I really was. I only wanted you to be the only memory of the woman I ever had sex with. I really did, man. I only want you to be the only memory of the woman I had sex with. But because the world is wicked, that's not going to happen, obviously. Also, because you're infected, I also have to save you, obviously. To save you, I have to have sex with my stepmother, obviously. Obviously, right? So the world could have easily had, okay, have Ivan save VJ, have Ivan have sex with his stepmother to save his wife, and after that, have him make his money and then be his wife. But no, let Ivan have sex with all these women because all these hot women want me when I'm not interested in them. I'm gonna run away. You get your fucking deserve. And what? And in doing so, you now cause mess in my wife's life, obviously. And I told you, even though VJ's end, she's very special. When I imagine her having sex with guys, it really, really gets to me and it pisses me off. You know what I'm saying? It really pisses me off, obviously. Because I'm a man, I'm not as what? I'm not as crazy and emotional as she is. I'm emotional too, as I told you. VJ told me about the mess. She crushed me. I cried my eyes like a baby, obviously. Because I'm her baby, obviously. But at the same time, because VJ is a woman, I'm white, obviously. I'm very special, obviously. VJ what? VJ's gonna be tripping balls when I pay this fee, obviously. Because I'm very special, obviously. And VJ is a woman. She's a fucking woman, and women are way more emotional than men. You guys don't talk about, yeah, even though men are emotional and they can cry and all stuff, they're not as emotional as women. Women are very, very emotional. VJ is gonna trip balls. She's gonna freak out. You put her through that pain, and while she's tripping out, crying tears about the mess with Ivan, I was like, oh my god, what if this woman takes Ivan away from me? You know what I'm saying? While she's crying tears and tripping balls, you're at home jacking off to my porn videos, all because I turn you on. You want to see me have sex. You're willing to do that. You're willing to humiliate a virgin man. That's why I want you guys to grasp how wicked you guys are. You guys are nothing but a mess, and you're wicked fucking people, man. Hence why when I'm king, you're going to be separate from my presence, and you are not going to be saved. You're going to be left behind, because you get what you fucking deserve. You chose to cause a mess in my life, hence I'm going to kill you with kindness. I'm going to take my wife, live the amazing building life with her forever in this world, and you're left behind. You're not saved. Right? When I mean me and VJ are really going to be living the life. Me and VJ are really, really going to be living the life, man. We're going to be living the extreme celeb life, man. The amazing. VJ knows what I'm talking about. Yeah, I can see the future. I know me and you are going to be living that amazing life. Yeah, sweetie. Me and you are going to be living that amazing life, man. The multi-billionaire life. You know what I'm saying? So we're not only famous, the most famous celebrities in the world, more famous than Justin Bieber, Drake. These guys are all famous, right? Selena Gomez, Rihanna, Jennifer Aniston, you know what I'm saying? Will Smith, these guys are all famous. Dwayne Johnson, famous fucking actors. You know what I'm saying? Celine Dion, Britney Spears, Justin Timberlake, all these celebrities are famous. Yet compared to me and my wife, they're fucking small, obviously, because they're not God, obviously, right? They're gonna be what? They're gonna be so. Even though these guys are famous, they have millions of followers. Because compared to me and my wife, they're very small. Because me and my wife, what? The whole world is tuning into our life every day, and wherever we go, the whole country, everywhere, everyone's staring at us in the country. They're taking out phones and pictures. So imagine me and my wife going to an event, in another country. There's like 10,000, 20,000 people at that event. Everyone at that event staring at us. They take out their phones and they're taking pictures and videos of us, and those pictures are trending. And everyone in that country and around the world are all looking at the trends. That's why me and my wife are gonna feel like on top of the world. It's like a drug, man. It's like an adrenaline rush. VJ will be like, oh my god, Ivan, I feel so on top of the world. I'm like, yeah, VJ, it's an amazing feeling. I guarantee VJ will take, Ivan, oh my god, I feel so on top of the world. I'm like, yeah, VJ, it's an amazing feeling. Me and her are gonna be so happy, man. And that's why God blessed me, honestly. Hey, Ivan, even though the world's gonna cause mess in your life, cause mess in you and your wife's life, and they're gonna kill you to be with your wife. Once you're king and queen, you're gonna be a famous author. You're looking at crazy international fame for my book sales, obviously. And you and your wife will be feeling on top of the world. The whole world's watching. You're famous celebrities. You also get to start that amazing Sky Source company. You and your wife get to be famous movie stars. And I have everything planned out for my 5 movies. My phase 1, right? I have everything planned out for my phase 1 for my 20 plus year plan for my Sky Source company, obviously. You're like, oh my god, Ivan, I feel so on top. Yeah, man, it's an amazing feeling, obviously. That's why me and my wife are gonna feel so on top of the world. Look at an amazing feeling, obviously. I'm no longer going to take my time to expose you, world. I think you guys know how wicked you are. Yeah, Ivan, you shut us up for good. Yes, I shut you up for good. You're wicked people. You don't deserve to be saved. And when I'm king and wife's king, you're left behind. You're not saved. As I know you guys somehow think, even though I give you all these warnings, you guys somehow think I'm going to make videos because you're fucking crazy people. That's how crazy we are. Yeah, even after we cause mess in Ivan's life and we kill him, and we sabotage his child, don't talk about him. Maybe there's some ray of hope he might change his mind and make videos for us on Sabotage channel. Like, look, man, I'm never changing my mind. I'm never making any videos for you on my Sabotage channel. I'm not going to do like that. As you guys want your full cake. Yeah, Ivan, you figured it out, Ivan. We want our full cake. We're selfish people. Yes, man. You're fucking selfish people. No matter what, you want your full cake. So if Ivan sells, we get our full cake. Hopefully, even if he chooses that, he's king. He's king with his wife. We get our full cake. He makes videos for it on his Sabotage channel. And we act like we don't watch his videos. You guys are fucking crazy people. After we caused that mess and killed him. So I'm not going to do like that. Once I am king and once queen with me, I am living my life with my wife, the amazing, beautiful life of my wife. And you're left behind and you're not saved. I'm going to keep saying that, obviously. Hence why VJ is waiting for me, obviously. Because even though VJ is a porn star and she works, VJ's eyes are open now. She knows her families are the gatekeepers. Oh my God, Ivan. Oh my God, Ivan. Oh my God. Oh my God, Ivan. Like, is it really true? Are my family really the gatekeepers? Yes, VJ. Your family are the gatekeepers. There's a reason why me. I'm going to keep saying this. There's a reason why VJ, me and you. I guarantee you. Oh my God, it all makes sense now. Yes, our families are not. Think about it. If our families are not our real families, and me and my wife have a miraculous birth, and we're God, obviously. What's the significance of us being born to these families? There has to be a reason why we're born to these families. Oh, because they're the gatekeepers. Yeah, they're the royal families, man. They're the fucking gatekeepers. They're the big bosses. VJ's family and my family, they own Hollywood. That's how big they are. Think about that for a second. VJ's family and my family, they fucking own Hollywood, man. They're fucking big, man. Yeah, VJ, your family owns Hollywood. Your family and my family, they own Hollywood. They own the whole system. Yeah, man. They own Hollywood. They own all that, man. Yeah, man. They own Hollywood. They own everything, man. They're fucking big, man. They own the whole system. Yeah, man. That's why when I make that final announcement, I'm going to be so shocked. Because the family who I thought were middle class people are the fucking gatekeepers. They're worth close to a trillion. VJ, your family and my family are worth close to $1 trillion, man. They're fucking rich, man. They're worth at least 500 billion plus, 500, 600, 700, 800, 900 billion plus. And if they're the gatekeepers, they have at least 200 billion in the bank plus at least 150, 200 billion, 300 billion in the bank around there. They're fucking rich, man. Because they own the financial system in the world. And my guess is how they make their money, they take a certain percentage of the money made around the world. I don't know, they take like 2% of all the money made around the world, obviously. Of all the money made around the world. Hence why they're so rich, obviously. Hence why, the one reason why they're going to trap me with sharing their debt too is because they don't want me touching their money. They don't want me touching their money, even though me and my wife created the universe. That's money that we fucking created, obviously. They don't want me touching their money, obviously. Their money, right? They don't want me touching their money, obviously. And because they control all the finances around the world and they get like 2%, I don't know, 2% of everything, all the money made around the world, because I have the keys, they don't want me having financial control. Hence why their true nature is going to show, obviously. So the reason why they're going to trap me with death is because they don't want me to be my wife, obviously. If you want to have your wife and stuff, you have to die for it, obviously. At the same time, because of the gatekeepers, they don't want anyone having financial control, obviously. Yeah, and if you don't sell to us, you're going to pay with your life, man. You look at something scary like the mafia. If you don't sell to us, you're going to pay with your life. And even then, I might look, man, I'm not selling to you. You're not fucking God. You didn't create this universe. Obviously, you may be the gatekeepers, but you didn't create this universe. Me and my wife created the universe. We are the true kings and queens, not you. Yes, you own a financial system in the world. You're big, obviously, but you're not as big as me. You're not the son of God. You didn't create the universe. Hence, nobody around this planet is worth my royalties. Even the gatekeepers are not worth my royalties. They know, yeah, we're not worth Ivan's royalties because Ivan's so big. Ivan's the son of God. Yes, you're not worth my royalties because I'm so special. I'm the son of God. I created the fucking universe. Yeah, think about this. These gatekeepers are huge. They own the whole financial system in the world. But me and my wife are the bigger bosses because we created the universe. And so we're the bigger bosses. Hence why they're not worth our royalties, obviously. Yeah. See what I'm saying here? Yeah. Hence why they're true mafia cars when you're looking at something fucking scary. You're looking at something so scary that once I leave that room, I'm going to cry my eyes like a baby. I'm going to cry my eyes like a baby. And I'm going to be like, oh my God, like, I'm going to break up in tears. Oh my God, like I'm going to die. Even though I know I'm going to be brave, it's going to be very scary for me because I'm going to be fighting all the powerful men in the world, man. Powerful men and women in the world. And VJ, you know what I'm talking about. I'm going to be fighting. So, you know how you have those movies like the Mafia? You know how you have those bosses that are fucking scary? Don't fuck with my mind also. Well, imagine Ivan fighting all those powerful. So, all the powerful men in Hollywood, the gatekeepers in Hollywood, who control the Hollywood system. I'm fighting all those people. I'm fighting my set families who are the gatekeepers. All the powerful men around the world who own the sport leagues, the academic, also. I'm fighting all those powerful. One man fighting an army of powerful men in the world, man. You're looking at something fucking scary, obviously. And they're going to kill me to be with my wife, obviously. because the world's fucking crazy. Obviously, they're gonna fucking kill me to be with you, VJ, because the world's fucking crazy. Obviously, hence why VJ is running with me once I pay this fee. Obviously, you know what I'm saying. And once before that day, when that day happens, when I'm about to die, I'm gonna cry, have every tears. My wife's gonna be crying, Ivan, oh my god, Ivan. Like, you're gonna see her crying, because she knows I'm gonna suffer death. Obviously, she knows what I have to do now. When I'm in that room, I'm about to die. I guarantee when I close my eyes before I'm about to die, I'm gonna hear my heartbeat. I'm gonna hear VJ crying, you know what I'm saying? And I'm out, you know what I'm saying? Because VJ's like, oh my god, Ivan, my husband, my baby's about to die. You're gonna see VJ crying, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna see VJ crying tears. I'm in that room. Oh my god, I'm about to die. I close my eyes. I'm obviously gonna close my eyes before I'm about to die. And then 1 minute later, I wake up in the hospital. I'm like, what the fuck? I just died. You know what I'm saying? Once I wake up, I get that over with. Obviously, right? Yeah. Right. I'm gonna keep telling you this story, man. Once I come back from death, obviously, what? I will what? Once I come from death, I will what? I will what? I'm gonna be like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna be, oh my god, I'm awake. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be like, you know what I'm saying? I get up a new man. You guys don't talk, but yeah, we know when you come from death, you're gonna be a new man. Yes, because they're gonna kill me. They're gonna, I don't know, crush my skull. So I'm gonna come back as a new man. A brand new man, a brand new Ivan. You know what I'm saying? Different Ivan that you're seeing now. I come back from death. I know my debt is now paid. I saved my wife. And my wife, when she goes to bed that night, she's gonna be like, oh my god, I see Ivan now. Oh my god, Ivan saved me. You know what I'm saying? But look what Ivan did for me. Ivan saved me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I saved your ass. Yeah, you're fucking welcome. I'm gonna cry my eyes out, obviously, once I come next. I just came out from death, obviously. And once I'm recollecting, I'm like, oh my god, I'm gonna have that happy moment. Oh my god, I got death over with. The debt's not paid. I don't know, in 40 days, I'm gonna see my wife. I'm gonna see my beautiful wife. Obviously. I'm gonna see my, I don't know, 40 days, I'm gonna see my beautiful wife. I'm gonna see my beautiful wife and what? I'm gonna see my beautiful wife and I'm gonna be king and queen with her, man. Those are gonna be top notch, man. VJ, that's why VJ's so proud of me, obviously. That's why VJ will really, really appreciate me, because she knows why I differ, man. Yo, Ivan, you were willing to suffer death for me. Yes, man. I suffered death for you. That's why I'm choosing where we're living. We're living in Vancouver. If I were to live in the States, I would live in Orange County, because Orange County is fucking beautiful. I know you guys who saw the movie The OC. Yeah, Ivan, we all know about the OC. Yeah, the OC, right? Remember that show that came out like almost 20 years ago, right? If I were to live in America, I would live in Orange County. Not New York. New York is too crowded and filthy. No, I'd live in Orange County, because Orange County is fucking beautiful, obviously. It's right next to Los Angeles. But I told you, I do not want to live in the States. I want to live in Canada, as Canada is more beautiful than the States. Hence why I want to live in what? That's why I want to live in what? In what? In Canada, obviously. As Vancouver is a more beautiful city than Los Angeles and New York and what? And Orange County. Vancouver is it's ranked like top 15th most beautiful countries, most beautiful cities in the world, man. It's that beautiful of a city. And it's right next to the Pacific Ocean. It's a fucking beautiful city, obviously. Right? It was top notch. And I'm not kidding around. I know you guys enjoy my videos. I know you guys. I remember I said VJ hasn't made a live video. No, VJ has made some live videos. She made a live Instagram video back in June, I believe. I'm gonna watch that video while I pay this fee to keep me going, obviously. Because while I pay this fee to get my mind on things, I'm gonna get a laugh with my old videos. Look at the trends of Ivan O'Meara online. Because when I pay this fee, you're gonna start seeing trends of me online. Obviously, hanging out in downtown Ottawa with some celebrities. All that stuff, wearing my shitty coat, and you're gonna see VJ. Oh my god, this is Ivan. So cool seeing Ivan trying online. Yeah, you're gonna finally see me trying online, wearing my shitty clothing, obviously, hanging out. You're gonna see me like having a smoke downtown. Oh my god, look at Ivan having a smoke downtown, all that stuff. You're gonna see VJ looking at the trends. You're gonna see how crazy she is, obviously. Right, and that's a foreshadowing of the future when Ivan and VJ are king queen. When Ivan and VJ are king queen in the what, and they're living the what, living the life, obviously. Right. Right. Yeah. So once I come from death, My step family won't be there for me because they kill me, obviously. I take a cab. I wake up in the hospital. I take a cab home, obviously. I grab a smoke. Obviously. I grab a smoke, and you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna be like, oh my god, like, I grab a smoke. I'm like, oh my god, I got death over with. I defeated the gatekeepers. I'm now about to become king, and my wife's king with me. Obviously, you're gonna see how excited. You're gonna see that happy look on my face. There's a good chance people might even take pictures of me when I come out from death too. Obviously, and the moment I come out from death, you guys will know I have the keys. You'll know, oh my god, Ivan awoke. Ivan awoke. He woke from. Ivan came back. Ivan resurrected from death. Obviously, I woke up. I came back from death. Obviously, and you guys will what? You guys will be like, holy shit. You know what I'm saying? And that's when all the bad things you did to Ivan region will finally hit you. It's gonna hit your minds, obviously. And that's when you guys are gonna weep, oh my god, like we're fucking wicked people, man. Like we were blind. You guys are gonna go, oh my god, we were blinded by our envy. Yeah, man. You guys are so blinded by your envy, you won't even have me and your share for the rest of our lives forever, man. Because you're fucking crazy people, man. You're nothing but a mess somewhere, man. You can't even let go of your envy and let me and your wife have each other all to ourselves. You think you have somehow control a relationship and what? And you want me here to share forever because you guys are fucking crazy people, man. And it's finally gonna hit your minds. Oh my god, we did this to an innocent man. You're gonna remember when I told you my story about my final announcement. Oh my god, Ivan was fucking innocent. We didn't care. We didn't care that he was innocent. You know what I'm saying? We were blinded by our envy. Yeah, you were blinded by our envy. You didn't care even though I was innocent because you're fucking crazy people, obviously. You were blinded by your envy, obviously. And now that I came from death, you got your bullshit sex from Ivan and VJ. Now what? Let us live our life and let us be king and queen, obviously. And once I come home, the stepfathers are all going to be shocked. Oh my god, Ivan's alive. You guys don't talk about. They're all going to be shocked. Oh my god, Ivan's alive. You know what I'm saying? You're going to see how shocked they are. Oh my god, Ivan's alive. You know what I'm saying? And you're going to see my stepbrothers tearing up, breaking down in tears. My stepbrothers, Ivan, please forgive me. I'm sorry, but I'm sorry. Ivan, please. I'm sorry. Could you please forgive me? You're going to see them crying also. Look, man. You can cry all you want. You can cry heavy tears, man. You can cry all the heavy tears you want. Break down tears. You can break down and cry. You're fucking wicked people, man. You don't deserve to be saved. You deserve to be left behind. As I'm not gonna just do it like that. You can cry all you want, but you're fucking. What you did to me was fucking evil. You separated me and my wife for 30 years. You purposely caused a mess in their lives. You had my stepbrothers ban my wife. My stepfather ban my wife. Me having sex with my stepmother, members of VJ's family. When I'm not interested in having sex with all those people. You had me have sex with all those people, and you caused a mess in my life. You hid your wealth for 30 years, and I found later on that you're what? You're the gatekeeper, and you have billions in your bank, and you kept me poor the whole time. You did that at the same time you act like me as my wife. As I'm not going to do like that, obviously. You're going to be left behind. You made me pay a price to be my wife. And you're also going to pay a price. You're going to be left behind when me and wife are king and queen, obviously. You made God pay a price who created the universe to be with his wife. And it's when he's king, the world also pays a price, and when they're left behind, they're not saved, obviously. They're abandoned from his glory, obviously. And when I mean abandoned, you guys are going to be abandoned from me and wife's glory. Because you're looking at international fame. So imagine, I don't know, you finish work. Me and wife are hanging out Angeles. A guy and a woman, they finish work. They're on their way home. And while they're on their way home, Ivan and Vijay are hanging out Los Angeles. Everyone's taking pictures of them and staring at them. And that's trending online. And the whole world's watching those trends. You feel like shit, man. You feel left out and abandoned. It's a shitty feeling. Hence why what? Hence why when I'm king and queen, you guys are going to cry. Just like you made me cry heavy tears about the horror mess. I cried heavy tears when I found the moment I found about the horror mess, I cried heavy tears that night. VJ knows what I'm talking about because it's a shitty feeling, obviously. VJ's gonna cry heavy tears when I pay this for you. You made me and her cry heavy tears. You made me cry heavy tears about me dying. You killed me emotionally when you caused this mess in my life. And you killed my wife emotionally when you caused a mess in her life. And it's what? When we're king and queen, I'm gonna kill you emotionally too. You're gonna be left behind, you're gonna be banned by God. And you won't be saved. Yeah, there you go. Right? Okay, Ivan, you can read your book on Lulu now. You know what I'm saying? Okay, Ivan, there's a good chance they're gonna have someone help me release my book for purchase on Lulu, on computer. I set up my Lulu account. You know what I'm saying? I set up my payment system, PayPal, Canadian, right? You know what I'm saying? I released my print. I released my print for purchase on Lulu for $100. I released my print for purchase on Lulu for $100, and I released my ebook for purchase on Lulu for $22. I released my print for purchase on Lulu for $22, obviously, right? And once I release my book for purchase on Lulu, you guys will know I have the keys. I'm not making any rules for you. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to buy the print right away, because I don't what? I'm going to buy the print right away, I'm gonna buy the print right away because what? I'm gonna buy the print right away because what? I'm gonna buy the print right away because I know the whole world's gonna go on a frenzy and buy my book right away. Hence why the moment I release it, okay, Ivan, your book's not ready for release on Lulu. I'm gonna buy my print right away because I know all the people around the world are gonna buy my book. It's gonna be crazy. Especially the book nerds. A lot of the book nerds are gonna buy my print, obviously. Because book nerds like having a print collection. They like having a print collection in their what? They like having a print collection in their in their house or apartment, whatever it is, obviously. Victoria Justice will most likely buy the ebook. Yeah, I don't feel like waiting like a week or 2 weeks. I'll just buy the ebook and read it. She'll probably buy the ebook and read it on her laptop. Let's see how good Ivan's book is. I'm saying, and you guys are all gonna be like, oh my god, let's see if Ivan's book is not overrated. Let's see if Ivan's book is good. And you guys are remember, okay, you read the prologue. Oh, the prologue's not bad. And you read Young Takis. Oh my god, Young Takis is pretty interesting. And then once you get to 22 years later, oh my god, this story's fucking sick. You keep reading it, you're gonna binge. You're gonna binge all of Volume 1. You're gonna binge all of Volume 2, and you're gonna binge Volume 3 even more because you're looking at an amazing book, man. Holy shit, this book is sick. This book is so unique. It's so interesting. Yeah, man. I wrote a masterpiece, obviously, because I guarantee you guys think, oh my god, is Ivan really a good storyteller? But hey, man, I gave you guys an insight detail about my book. You guys already know how much of a story my book is. Yeah, I can tell your book is an amazing book. Yes, man, it's an amazing book. As I wrote a fucking masterpiece. Because I'm a fucking creative genius, obviously. All those actors in Hollywood, all the actors chosen for Zanus, once they read my book, they're gonna be like, oh my god, I can't believe Ivan wrote this book, man. You know what I'm saying? You're like, oh my god, I can't believe Ivan wrote this book. You know, so I can't wait to be part. They're gonna be like, oh, I can't wait till Ivan. So I can't wait to be a part of this story. They're all gonna be excited. Oh my god, this story is. If you adapt this eventually, you're looking at an amazing story. Yeah, man, you're looking at an amazing story, man. So I'm a fucking creative genius, obviously, right? But it's not just my family. Once I come out from death, VJ's family all the bad things will hit VJ's family, and they're all gonna cry too. VJ's stepsister. VJ's stepsister will be like, VJ, please forgive me. You know what I'm saying? VJ's like, yeah, you can cry. VJ's family will also cry heavy tears too. When I mean heavy tears, they're gonna cry heavy tears because all the bad things that did hit them. They just killed an innocent man. They hid their wall for 30 years. They separated Ivan and VJ for 30 years. They set the whole thing up for the mess with Ivan and VJ. It's all the bad things. You know, the horror mess is so bad that if your eyes were open, you would cry heavy tears, obviously, because what you did was fucking evil, obviously. You're gonna be like, oh my god, VJ, forgive me, you know what I'm saying? VJ's stepmother will be like, VJ, please forgive me, you know what I'm saying? You know, her stepsister would be like, VJ, forgive me, you know what I'm saying? Her aunt, I don't know if that lady is her aunt, obviously, but her aunt, VJ, please forgive me, you know what I'm saying? Even her so-called friends would be like, VJ, please forgive me, I'm sorry, you know what I'm saying? VJ's like, yeah, you can cry all you want. It's gonna be so bad that they're gonna cry such heavy tears that me and my wife will feel a little bit of pity for them, but at the end, it's hard to feel pity for someone after what they did to you, man. See what I'm saying here? VJ will be like, yeah, you can cry all you want, but I'm peacing the fuck out with my husband. Yeah. You just peacing out with me. I'm gonna shut my camera for a sec.